But I only actually brought things from New Look and New Look. Hi guys, so it's me, Vicky from Vicky and Ben, and today I went shopping in Birmingham with my dad, so I thought I'd just share a couple of the items I brought with you. Today I went into Primark, Select, Superdrug, Selfridges, which in Selfridges it's like a multi-purpose store, so it's got continental foods and foods from all around the world. It's then got hair products, sports things, basically everything, but it just goes up in price on each floor, which sounds really weird, but that's the way it works. I also went into Primark and everywhere else, but I only actually brought things from New Look, Selfridges, Superdrug, Primark. The first thing I brought was from Superdrug, and I obviously brought some sort of makeup or something, and I brought a Rimmel London Natural Bronzer Waterproof powder. Now I don't understand how it can be waterproof because it's powder, but we'll see how that one goes. So this is what it looks like. You're probably going to get the glare off my laptop. And this is in 022 in Sun Bronze. Now, I buy bronzers because I have a very pale face, as you can probably see watching some of the Vicky Ben videos, because Ben is very tanned and it's very unfortunate for me. So I'm like the pale ghost. And I just like using things like this to contour my cheekbones on my face, even though I've not got any on really now. So yeah. I brought this just to test it out because the last one I brought from Rimmel had a bit of shimmer in it and I didn't really like it too much. The next thing I brought, I then went into Selfridges, and you're probably thinking, why are you including this in the haul? But I just thought I'd show you everything I brought. I then went into Selfridges, like I said I did, and I brought some Krispy Kreme donuts. Now, if you do not know what Krispy Kreme donuts are, obviously they're donuts, but they're, in my opinion, like, they're literally the best donuts you can buy. And I know this is going to sound expensive. For a box of 3 sprinkled chocolate donuts, it was £4.20. Now, if this ever comes up into conversation on the channel with me and Ben will literally tell you that my tradition every time I go to Birmingham is to go to Selfridges and to go to Krispy Kreme and buy a box of 3 chocolate sprinkle, because I love them that much and I don't really get them all the time.
I smell bullshit.
So I thought I'd buy those, you know, just for my own sake. Next thing I brought was from New Look. And I brought a jumper because, as you know, winter's coming and it's autumn now. And in the UK, if you live in the UK, you will know that it is not the best weather of all times. And this is the jumper I brought. It looks quite big, but it isn't. It's woolen and it's blue, but what I really like about this, there's 2 things I really like about this. I like the fact that if you look in the wool that it has like little different colours within it, which makes it look really nice and makes it look like it has a spotted effect. And the next thing I actually like is that the sleeves on them are 3/4, because I prefer the way that feels, because I can't stand, this is one of the things I can't stand, when you get sleeves that are like, say that bit's rolled down and then all the ends of the sleeves get really scruffy, and I don't think that looks right. So I brought this from New Look. It was £19.99 and in euros that was £24.99. So this is that jumper, and actually let's just include that. It is the Pembridge and Rose bit of New Look. So I brought that, and I'm sure that will come very handy for college. I then brought from Select, which if you don't know what Select is basically a clothing store. And I then brought like a monochrome, if that's the right word to use, which I think it is because it means black and white, a monochrome top. Now, I just liked this because I like something new, and I don't really wear a lot of monochrome, so I just thought I'd test it out really. And this was £9.99. It actually has a zip. Now, I don't know if this actually works, we'll check. No, I think it's just for decoration, but I like the way that looks. Select at the moment is becoming one of my favourite stores, and I do like New Look, and New Look has always been my favourite, but Select is getting right up there with New Look. Now, probably some of you watching this are thinking, well, don't you like Topshop and River Island? Topshop and River Island, for me, I do like them, but I'm very selective when I go in there. Like, there's some things that I look at and go, why would you wear it? Why? But I do really like New Look and River Island. Don't get Topshop and River Island. So I like Topshop and River Island. Now, the next thing I brought was then from Primark. The first thing from Primark, sorry that was really heavy, it sounded like I was stretching, is a black, like, I don't know what this material's called, but if anyone knows, please tell me. It's like, it's a black coat, but Look, it's like that material. Hang on, I'll come up to the camera with it. It's like a woolen material. They're quite in at the minute, but the ones that are black and white and have got like the leather sleeves are more in, but it's got that same material and it's just black. And that was from Primark, so the make is Atmosphere, and that was £23. Now what I like about this is it's quite heavy, which means it's going to be quite warm. So when I go to college I won't actually ever be cold, and I like the fact that it's just black because it pretty much goes with anything. What are these? Oh, what are these? These are some like pyjama lounge bottoms from the Love to Lounge section in Primark, and they're in plum, and they were £6. I'll double check that. Yes, they were £6, and like they just look like regular tracksuit bottoms because they go in at the bottoms like this, and that's what I particularly like about this buy, is that they go in at the ankles because I'm quite small, and I thought these aren't going to fit my leg length. So I really like those, and I've already bought a pair in blue. That's what made me decide to go back and then buy another pair in plum. Another thing I brought was a black pencil skirt. Now I brought this not because I've obviously got the shape for it, because I really haven't. But what it is because, I know this is going to sound really strange, but what I like doing in the winter is I prefer to wear dresses and skirts with like really thick coats and then tights, because if it snows and if it rains, then I tend to find that jeans get stuck to you and things like that. So like I didn't want them stuck to me, if that makes sense. And tights don't really get stuck to you, and they dry out a lot quicker because they're thinner. So I thought that this pencil skirt with a nice top and then that coat or another coat and some boots with the tights would make it look quite nice, and it would go with a lot of things. And that was also from Primark, and that was £8. The last thing I brought was sort of literally an own buy. I'm just going to test out, like I don't usually use cheap makeup brushes, but I was just going to test out this Primark one because I've not got one of these like massive brushes. What are they even called? I forgot what they're called. It says Kabuki, but I don't know whether it is actually called that. They're usually good for powders, but my biggest powder brush is down here, and it is only this big. So I thought that using that would be a lot better, and that was £2.50 from Primark, and that was obviously in the beauty section. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like or thumbs up or even comment, that would be brilliant. Thank you very much for watching then, and we'll see you next week with another video, whether that is with me and Ben or just me. If you want to see any other videos either done by me or me and Ben or just Ben maybe, comment in the comment box, and we'll see you next week. You'll see last week's video after the click.
I've never seen a diamond in the flesh. I cut my teeth on wedding rings in the movies, and I'm not proud of my address in a torn up town.